Join me in this deep stretch flow alongside the edge of the Taos gorge. This high energy location between the mountains and the mesa inspires this practice. Grab a mat and let's get started. Come to a kneeling position at the back of your mat. Place your palms upright in your lap. Feel your spine tall and rooting out from the ground beneath you, crown of the head growing tall. And just begin to take some deeper than usual breaths here. Inhaling, filling up deeply, holding at the top for a moment, and then exhaling and letting it go. Doing that a couple more times, holding at the top. Allow the breath to come back to a natural state. Air flowing in and out effortlessly. In today's meditation session, we'll be working through a labeling exercise. This labeling exercise will help you to become more aware of your thoughts. When we become more aware of what we are thinking, we can begin to discern which thoughts are helpful and which we would like to let go of. If we aren't careful and don't become aware of our thoughts, we can easily fall into believing all the thoughts we have are true, sometimes spiraling into negative thought patterns that will leave us feeling stressed, angry, and anxious. We get to choose which thoughts are worthy and which we want to let go of. Allow yourself to come back to your breath. Once again, just noting that in and outward flow of air. And as we move through the practice, we're going to be labeling the thoughts that arise as helpful or unhelpful. After we label the thought, just allow yourself to come back to the breath, making sure that you don't put too much stress or too much thinking into whether the thought is helpful or unhelpful. Just label it and come back to your breath. And if the mind's wandered, just noticing the thought, labeling it, and coming back to your breath. Letting yourself remain fully aware of your breath, becoming curious about the inhale and the exhale, and the stillness after the exhale before a new inhale begins. Making sure to gently catch yourself when your mind wanders. This is a practice that you can bring into at any moment of your day. You catch yourself in a thinking pattern that isn't making you feel good, or just something that you would just like to let go of. Just labeling it as helpful or unhelpful, and then dropping back into your breath. Take a deeper than usual inhale here. Raise the arms up to the sky. Right hand clasps left wrist, and then you side bend over towards the right. Inhale, center. Left hand clasps right wrist. Side bend to the left. Let's do that once more, each direction. Inhale, center, place the hands on the mat, and then roll forward for a tabletop. Beginning to move through cat-cow, rolling forward and back. Exhale down the hips towards the heels. Inhale, arch the back forward. So almost sinking down into a child's pose when you move into the cow position. And then with the cat pose, round the spine forward, tuck the chin. Finding this fluid movement forward and back as you stretch through the entire length of your spine. Let your eyes close here and allow yourself to really drop into the movement, feeling it vertebra by vertebra. Shift back to kneeling, setting up for camel pose. Left hand comes to left heel. Inhale, right arm up and overhead. Right arm floats down towards the right heel, and we inhale, left arm up and overhead. Finding this dancing camel pose. Inhale reaches, and exhale, we transition to the other side. Flowing in and out, switching sides here as you go. The next time your camel pose has the right arm extended and the left hand down, pause and hold. Breathe deeply into your back bend. Exhale, float the hands down. Step left foot long for side plank. Inhale, left arm to the sky, and then float left leg, find a balance. If you feel steady, option to find a bind, bending the left leg and clasping the foot with the left hand. Release the bind, send the left knee forward and step it forward for low lunge. Right hand remains planted, left arm reaching up for revolved low lunge. Inhale, rise, reverse lunge, right arm to the sky, left arm to the right thigh. Exhale, hands frame front foot, and then glide the hips back, finding half splits. Toes reaching up towards the ceiling, hands right under the shoulders. Let the chin tuck into the chest. Surrender to gravity here and breathe deeply into the stretch. Inhale, roll forward, plant left hand. Inhale, right arm and right leg, half moon. Find your balance here. Stacking the hips, stacking the shoulders. And then option to bend right leg, maybe clasp right foot with the right hand. Inhale everything out. Slowly step back with the right foot, coming into warrior two. Arms parallel with the ground. The back foot is in line with the back edge of your mat, toes pointing towards the right. Flip the front palm and inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arms forward. Extended triangle. Hands frame front foot, step back for plank pose, lift hips high, downward facing dog. Exhale, roll forward to plank. Inhale, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Rolling forward to plank, and then bending the knees, lift hips high, downward facing dog. A couple more times here, rolling plank to down dog. Moving one vertebra at a time, slowly moving through the spine. Lower down onto the knees. Find camel pose with the right hand down to the right foot, left arm up and overhead. Inhale, switch sides. Exhale, hold. Coming back into dancing camel. Moving from side to side with your breath. Next time you're on the right side, right hand down to the foot, left arm up and overhead, pause and hold. Sending your hips forward, experiencing this deep back bend here, heart shining up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands come down, plant left hand, extend right leg long, side plank. Lift the right leg up for a balance. If you'd like to find a bind, bend the top leg and clasp it with the right hand. Release the top foot, keep a bend in the right leg and step it forward for low lunge. Plant left hand, inhale right leg high. Inhale, reverse. Right arm up and overhead, left hand to the thigh. Hands frame front foot, glide the hips back, half split. Let the head just hang. Peel the toes up towards the ceiling. Let the breath become deeper here, extending the inhales and lengthening your exhales. Slowly rise. Plant right foot, right hand comes to the corner of your mat, and inhale, open, half moon pose. Stacking the hips, stacking the shoulders, rotating your chest up and open. Option to bend right leg and clasp it with the right hand. Inhale, everything extends. Slowly plant right foot down, step back, warrior two. Find your setup in the legs and the arms. Gaze looks forward. Inhale, flip front palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. Feel that side body stretch on the right side of your body. Straighten the front leg, reach the fingertips forward, and then cartwheel the hands to 6 and 12. Extended triangle. hands float forward, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, bend the knees, downward facing dog. Continuing this flow from plank to down dog, waving the spine forward and back. Moving slowly through each vertebra, taking your time here. Meet in downward facing dog and inhale the right leg high. Exhale, tap right tricep and set up for pigeon pose. Stay up high onto the hands for a few breaths, gliding the hips back, anchoring the left hip towards the right heel. Roll out onto the right hip. Swing left leg forward, coming into Janu Sirsasana. Left hand to right knee, inhale right arm high, and side bend over towards the left. Trying to rotate the chest up towards the sky, breathing deep into this side body stretch. Inhale, rise, right hand behind you, left arm up and overhead as you reach the hips forward, baby back bend. Exhale, float down. Extend the left leg long, reach right fingertips towards the foot, and then inhale, left arm out and behind you. Inhale forward, tap the toes. Exhale, open towards your twist. Extend the arm. Inhale, last one, tap the hand, and then open up and hold. Maybe right hand reaches for the outside of the left foot. Inhale, come center. Plant the hands, roll over the feet, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, tap left tricep and set up for pigeon pose. Stay up high onto the hands, let the hips sink backwards, and try to remain connection with your right hip point reaching towards your left heel. Let the breath become deep, breathing into the sensations that you feel in this pose. Sit down onto the left hip, swing the right leg forward out to a 45-degree angle for Janu Sirsasana. Right hand to the left knee, reach the left arm up and overhead towards the right toes. Maybe they grasp, maybe they don't. All that matters is you're experiencing a nice side body stretch through your left side and down to the left side of your low back. Inhale, rise, left hand behind you, right arm up and overhead. Find your back bend. Lower the hips down. Keep the left foot tucked in. Extend right leg, left hand to the outside of the right foot. Exhale, right arm behind you. Inhale forward. Exhale, open to the twist. Inhale forward. Maybe exhale this time just a little deeper. This time holding here. It's perfectly fine to have a bend in that extended leg. Lower the foot down. Extend both legs long out in front of you. Coming into seated forward fold. Inhale. And then exhale, draw yourself forward. Maybe peace fingers grab for the big toes. Option to also reach for the backs of the knees, the calves, or wrap the hands completely around the feet. Let the chin drop into the chest. And allow yourself to breathe into the sensations that you experience in this pose. Inhale, slow roll all the way down to lying on your back. Use your core, moving as slow as you can. Once you reach the mat, let the palms be face up along the side of your body, letting yourself settle into stillness for savasana. Letting go of the breath completely. Maybe just feeling the natural rise and fall in your chest as you breathe. Allowing yourself to feel your body completely supported by the mat beneath you. Maybe just feeling along your body where the mat is holding you up, where your body is pressing into the ground beneath you. Maybe dropping in to that meditation again that we did at the beginning of the practice. Following the breath. And then when thoughts arise, labeling them as helpful or unhelpful. And then coming back to your breath. There's a Native American tale that gives another perspective on how we determine which thoughts are helpful and why it's important to let the unhelpful ones go. An old Cherokee is teaching his grandson about life. "A fight is going on inside me," he said to the boy. "It is a terrible fight, and it is between two wolves. One is evil. He has anger, envy, sorrow, regret, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, inferiority, lies, and ego." He continued, "The other is good. He has joy, peace, love, hope, kindness, empathy, compassion, and faith. The same fight is going on inside you, and inside every other person too." The grandson thought about it for a minute, then asked his grandfather, "Which wolf will win?" The old Cherokee simply replied, "The one you feed." Like the wolves, there are two kinds of thoughts, good and worthy, or negative and unhelpful. Using a labeling practice to become more aware of your thoughts can be truly life-changing. Once we begin to choose which thoughts we feed, we can bring so much more goodness, peace, and ease into our lives and into our inner landscapes. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra at your heart. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Place the thumbs against the third eye. Namaste.